Well, welcome back to my channel. It's Richard McIntyre here, and don't forget to subscribe by pushing the subscribe red button if you haven't already joined the group of over 1,000 subscribers now, and don't forget to push the little bell so you know next time that I'm broadcasting. And a big welcome and thank you for all those people who have joined us recently, and thank you so much for your comments. I really look forward to those. This afternoon, this is a bit of an update on the Decca Salon 73 cabinet machine that I've had in the main house and in the music room, and some of you have been experiencing some of that wonderful sound that we've had from that lovely machine. I've got down to the last bit of the project now. The project was completed, but there was a bit left over, and that was the two cabinet doors, the ones that control the sound, so it's when they're closed it's softer and when they're open it's louder. The problem I had was that the hinges for that machine were broken, and I had to source some new ones, and I was very lucky in that I managed to source some in Scotland from a HMV 162 I think it was cabinet machine that was being broken up, and the lady I spoke to there on the through eBay said she was very happy to send me the hinges and nothing more. I didn't want any more, so she did, and that was several months ago, and I've just got round to doing it, so I thought I'd show you this afternoon how far I've got and see how they fit into the main cabinet upstairs in the main office. So just hold with me a second while I just change things round. So here we are. These are the two doors. They're in reverse actually. They should be the other way around, but I want to show you what the hinges look like to start with. So the hinges on the original doors are these type, and they're quite hard to get hold of. They're recessed into the actual door itself. This is the door, one side. This is the left hand side, and these two are okay. These ones that came with the machine, though they weren't on when I bought it some nearly 2 years ago now from Bones, I think it was Bones and Antiques Fair, I think it was, in Essex. I went all the way through the tunnel for that. So this is how they operate, and they obviously operate so they fold back against the cabinet edge, not right back but fold back. So that's the bottom end, and then you've got one at the top here. So there we go. There we go, like that. And in the background I'm playing El Bowley on the Vacation album. This one here, if you're interested to know, this particular CD, and I've had this a while now. I found this funny enough in a charity shop, but, believe it or not, but so there we go. So what I've done this afternoon, I have had to reset these hinges, and let me just show you. Right, so these now are at the top, not on the side. You can see the side here where they would have, the old ones would have been, and I'll show you what state they're in. So these ones fit on the top here, so I've had to recess this in a bit, very carefully measuring, and then cut the edge of the veneer, the edging of the door, so that I can get them in there. And I've done that by using my trusty workbench that I've had about 40 years plus, and to cut them in there. So that's the top of the door, and then that's the bottom there, and you had to make sure that the hinge edge, the bit with the actual hinges, is out on the outside. So, and then I'll show you that when if you hang with me shortly, but yeah, on there. So these are the pieces of wood I've taken out, and then I had to cut a little bit more because the first time I married it up to the actual machine itself, it didn't actually work in that it was not recessed enough, so I had to go back. So I've had to take a little slither here on the bottom. I've taken one off the bottom here, this bit here off the bottom of the door, so if any bodging or slight bodging you wouldn't see it, but that's there. And then the actual hinge itself, this is the one that came off that door. You can see it's broken. Look, it's broken off there, and there's the other bit that goes on the top that they literally snapped off. It's obviously made of a very poor alloy, because I mean iron wouldn't break like that otherwise. I can't imagine that they've had a lot of abuse, though this machine was in quite a bad state, but I think that was just due to age and where it had been stored. So that's the old hinge, and then I've kept the screws that come with that as well. So that's That's those. I'm going to use those. The other ones that came with this were meant so that the bottom of the door would have like so you only opened it so far. So I don't need those, but I could always use it at some other time. You can see, I think if I open that, here we are, look, if I open that, that's what the bottom hinge would have been with 3. That's to stay, like a stay, to keep the door only open a certain place. So I don't need those, but I'll have those as a spare for any other projects that come up. So, okay. Right guys, now you can see the doors fitted onto the Decca Salon 73 and how they'll obviously look when obviously they'll be refurbished. I'm going to refurbish them and take you on that journey with me, but they fit well, and you can see there's the new hinge edge sticking out slightly, and there's the old hinge sticking out slightly, so that's you don't even notice it actually. And obviously I'll have to put some new fittings in the bottom here, and then this will obviously open outwards like that, and I'll take that one off, and then this one will open outwards like so, like that, and I'll take that one off. Okay, so even if I decide not to fit them, you know, they'll be part of the provenance of the machine. And but I mean, at the moment I'm just going to go through the process of refurbishing them and make them look as nice as the rest of the cabinet does, and it's in the final phase really. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.